So I guess the question is it worth buying versus renting? Let's find out. So this is the CoClub electric scooter. This thing is a 36-volt system with a 15-mile range and can reach speeds of up to 15 miles an hour. This is probably the best priced city commuting scooter that you'll ever find. Coming in at only $299, you're gonna get things like a single brake lever that operates 2 brakes, an electric brake in the motor, and a disc brake in the back. Not to mention, it has 10-inch solid tires, so you don't have to worry about flats ever again. The motor is up front with a suspension to smooth out those bumps. You also get a really nice set of grips and a throttle control that has a nice thumb grip on it. The screen is integrated into the bars and stems, so it gives it a futuristic look. And also it has a front headlight up here that can run an ambient mode and a light mode. Now this is IPX5 certified, so if you're out in the light rain or you're going through some puddles, this thing has some built-in fenders, so you don't have to worry about it splashing up and getting all over your clothes. With a nice 7-inch wide by 20 inches long platform and a 45-inch high bar, this thing feels really stable going down the road. Now, one of my favorite features on this is how simple this scooter is to use. It's got a single button interface that powers on and turns off the scooter, and then also switches through all of your modes. There's nothing complex or complicated about this. You just jump on and ride. But if you want to dig into some more details, they do have an app, which is a very impressive app that lets you control the scooter a little bit more. And also it has an awesome anti-theft mechanism where it locks the motor. So if you have this sitting out and somebody tries to take it, they won't be able to just scoot away even if they can't power it on. Now this scooter is super light and versatile, so if you're wanting to commute to somewhere with this and carry it into a building with you, this thing is very light. So let's go ahead and fold this down. It's a really simple process. This piece right up here will actually clip into the bottom down by the fender, and then all you have to do is pull up on this button, release the handles, and then move this over to the edge and it'll clip in. Once it's clipped in, you're ready to carry this in to wherever you need to go. Now, something I really like to see is how high up this light is. Instead of it being low to the ground, being up high makes it a lot easier for traffic to see you coming. But not only does it have a headlight, it has a rear tail light built into the fender that even if the light isn't turned on, it'll still flash whenever you hit the brakes. So this scooter is specifically designed for concrete and asphalt. They do claim that it could work on muddy roads, but me personally, I would not take this out on a muddy road. I would stick to city streets would be my main purpose for the scooter. Now there are several different modes. You've got a sport mode, an eco mode, and a standard drive mode. And of course, with each one of those, they'll get you a little bit faster in speed and they will affect the range a little bit more. So a couple of key features of this scooter that are really nice is it's super simple to operate. And I love how lightweight it is. Taking it in and out of my truck was a breeze. And with that locking handle, it made it even easier. Another thing that I love about this scooter is that it has a cruise control. So whenever you get set to a certain miles per hour, it'll just lock in and stay there. Especially whenever you're cruising in city streets like this, like I'll get to 15 and after about 15 seconds, it'll beep at me and it will lock in that speed and I don't have to use the throttle anymore. So there's some more Bird scooters right there. And those things are going to run you quite a bit every time you use them, where if you just had this, you could simply just scoot around and pay once and forget it. Now the question is how good is this going up a hill? Being that it's a single motor and it's a relatively inexpensive scooter. Let's find out right here. This is one of the steepest hills in this downtown area. I've got it in sport mode and we're getting up to speed. Almost maxed out at 15. Right now we're running at 14 going up the hill. So I would say this thing has enough power to get around most modern cities these days. Now this thing's not going to be super fast off the line. So if you're looking for something that's really quick, this probably isn't going to be it, but something to get you around really casually. This is a really fun little ride for $299. There is a little bit of rattle in the base where the battery and the controller sits, but that's not that big of a deal. At first, having the single-handed brake was weird, but knowing that it's using an electric brake and a disc brake definitely makes me feel better, and it adds to the simplicity of the ride. One other thing that I was a little concerned with was how high the handlebars are, but they're actually super comfortable. The last couple of scooters that I've tested, the handlebars have been quite a bit lower. With these being up higher, it does make me feel a little bit more in control, and I actually like it. I really like the screen. Really big numbers for how fast you're going, indicates whether or not you're connected to the app, what speed you're in, and then your battery life. I feel like for the price, this scooter has pretty much everything you would want and possibly a little bit more in a city style scooter. So overall, I've been pretty impressed with the CoClub scooter. With the price point at $299, I really feel that this is one of the best deals that you'll find on a scooter that seems to be really reliable to get you around town. All right, guys, if you want to pick one of these up, I'll put some links below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.